What's up YouTube? Anything Billy here. On today's video, we're going to be replacing front brakes and rear brakes on a 2015 Lexus NX200t, and stick around because it does have electric brakes on the back. So let's get started. So like before any brake job, you want to take the brake cap reservoir off and put you a towel on there. That way you have an easier way for the air to escape when you push in the pistons, and put the rag on there in case it's over full. The rag will help absorb some of the brake fluid if you ain't got no way to extract it out. So tools you'll need for the front is you'll need a 14mm socket and ratchet. You may need a 11/16 wrench to hold the slide steel, a straight screwdriver, some type of piston compression tool, and like always, no job is complete without the hammer. And you may need some grease for the slides. So the front ones should be pretty straightforward. Take them off, put them on. We're going to do the hardware and everything. Now when we get to the back, it's a totally different ball game. I've got more tools I've got to show you. But for right now, we'll get this front started. So they're not turning, so that's good. I may have to move my flashlight. May be in the way, let's hope not. Take these out. Okay. This has these wishbones on them again. So, let's see. Does these move? These don't move. Oh boy. I'll do something with this flashlight. It's in the way. Okay. So these don't move at all. So I guess we will be taking these off and put new lubrication on. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is old. Make sure you put the rubber put back on it. That's moving better. Now let's see if I can get this top off. Or out, I should say. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. It's stuck. Oh boy. This ain't made for this, but it's moving slowly but surely. There we go. Bing. Sometimes you gotta use what you got. Some new grease on it. Go. Yep, that turned out good. This one's going to be a little stiff because it's got that piece of rubber on there. The bottom ones always are. Let's see if we can push in this piston. Or I should say push in these pistons. Now since these are dual, they're going to go in a little harder. Right way y'all be able to see this. Let's see. That just makes a mess. Y'all can't see because of the glare. They're going in. Pretty smooth. Alright. They don't leave you a lot of room to work here, sir. Trying to get that glare out of there. Oh, sorry guys, the glare's got to stay because I don't know where to put my flashlight so it don't glare. Guess that'll work. Alright, so now, see what kind of hardware they sent me. Got some wishbones. So they sent me my own squillers that I have to add. So let's see, how many squillers did they send me? So they sent me 4 squillers. So we will put these on the top. It just makes it easier to put in. So you see the lip right here? This sets just like this right here on top. The part that sticks out on the back side of the pad. So that way when you stick it in there, it's not hitting. It's just like this. So take your other pad, mock it up. That's how it goes. Like this. You want to turn it around, take your squiller, just like before, pop it into place, and there you go. Now, hardware. I hate hardware. Especially the kind that they'll come on and off easy. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. There's one done. Pop it out. Okay. Come on. If they're not all the way down, we'll have trouble putting the brakes on there. Easy. Okay. Let's see. This goes like this. Nope, goes like this. Like before, there's only one way that these will go on there, so now that I got the front side on there, let me grab a brake and see if I can get it put on there without a bunch of hassle, which is probably going to have hassle anyway. Well, the top's in, the bottom's not. Figures. Figures, figures, figures. I watched a video on this, and boy, they made it look so easy. All videos do. See, that's got to go down. It ain't nowhere near where it needs to be. Let go! Give me my freaking finger. All right. Front pad's on. Now, let's move on to the back. We got to take this last hardware off. Sorry about my head. Ah. if I can use this. Look, I got it on my screwdriver. So yeah, they'll only go in one way. See how that is? You cannot put that in there like that because it'll hit the rotor. So they'll only go in one way. So. Slide that into place. The back one's always the hard because you can't never see back here. You know what? Let's change this up. On the back pad, let's put this squealer on the bottom. If I can get it put on here. Okay, what the heck? That way I can push it down instead of having to worry about the pop up here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay, they won't even. What the heck? They won't even go in there. Look at that. Try this a different way. Sit you in that hole. Come on, man. Come on, man. What the heck? What I'm talking about. New hardware is hard to mess with. Like it's too tall, man. Okay. We'll stick the swiller back on top. See if that might make a difference. Because I just can't. This is just not going in there right for me. I don't understand. Come on now. Alright, the bottom's in. Yeah, it's like it's way too tall. Where's my screwdriver? Maybe I can get it in there. Ouch, 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 ouch! Come on now. That's gummit. Well, okay, it ain't gonna work. Put it back down here on the bottom. Okay. What the heck? Oh boy, oh boy. What's going on here? Huh? Okay, why ain't this going on there? What the world is stupid going on here now? I guess it just wouldn't hold my mouth right. I've said that many times. Alright, so now that we got these in here, just like the last one, there's a hole here, and a hole here. There's a hole here, and a hole here. I put your 2 wishbones on there. I got the caliper pushed in already, so let's get it set up here. Like so. Grab our bolts. Come on. Okay. Grab the solid bolt. 14 millimeter. Now, you see where that's turning? There's where the 11/16 come in at. Just slide it on there so you can hold it. Give it a good snug. The top's probably going to do the same thing. I wish I could do something about the glare, but I can't. Alright, snug that up. Alright. There's the driver's side front brake. Now let's move on to the passenger side. Okay, so here we are over here on the passenger side. It normally is the easiest because I'm right-handed and you can get to the back side a lot easier than you can the other side. And normally I don't need a flashlight over here, so you can see stuff a little better. Let's see here. Let's take all this apart. And since we got a lot of little pieces here, I want to make sure you don't leave them in the floor to get into a tire. Brakes are definitely almost too long. But it's okay. You didn't get the rotors. Just go ahead and pop off this old hardware. You already know we're going to have to replace it. Okay. Alright. Next thing, let's get these out. Let's get these out, get them clean, get new grease on them. This side definitely come out easier than the other side. Alright. Let's see here. Stuck again. I'm not supposed to do this, but there we go. Oh. You can see how nasty that is. That's just how it is. Alright, we'll stick this right in here like this. Much better, much better. Alright. Now let's put the hardware back on. New hardware. Like I said, it'll only go in one way. There's that one. I didn't say the easy hardware to get on. Just like before. Set it up like this. Put this on top. I don't understand why it won't go in there perfect. Okay, let's see here. Oop, oop. Okay. And oop, oop, not again. I don't understand why it ain't going in there for it. Should go in there just fine, but it's not. The squealer has to be on there. It's like I can get the top, but I can't get the bottom, or I get the bottom, but I can't get the top. This thing already break. There we go. Obviously, I'm just not holding my mouth right, but anyway, there we go. Right, now let's do the other side. Set it up like this. I got it backwards. It goes like this. See how that goes? The bulk is out, the spiller's in next to the pad. Let's see if I can get this in. I told you, passenger side's always easier because they're using your right hand. There's that. There's that. Double check here. Things seem to be okay. There's my piece of my glove down there. Okay. Don't forget to push your wishbones in here for springs. Hold there and hold there. You got a hole here, and a hole here, right here. Make sure they are porting in like that right there. Now, let's push in this caliper. Like I said, these normally go in a little difficult. It's going a little bit harder than the other ones. See if I can bring it down here so y'all can see. Alright. What you're doing is you're pushing these pistons back so they're even. Twist this thing back the way we need it to be. Right here. The top bolt. Here's the bottom bolt. Put your 11/16 there. Okay, there we go. Alright, front brakes are done. Now let's move on to the back. Alright, so we are back here on the back brakes, and this, if you could see, has the electric parking brake. So you've got to have star bits. I'll explain as I go on what size. So just like up front, the caliper bolts are a 14 millimeter. So these will come off the same. As you can see, that's turning, so we'll have to use our 11/16 wrench as we try to turn this and break this loose. This is going to be very difficult. Come on. We got the bottom loose. Alright, I cannot get this in here on top. I can't get that on there because this is in the way. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'm trying my best. Turn that in there. Alright, so I can't get this on here because of that. So what you'll have to do is right here and on the back side there is, so what you'll need to do is you'll need to find you a T30 star bit which will fit into these screws right here. You just take them out like normal. There's one here and there's one here. I've already broke them loose just to make sure that I could do this job. Alright, so now that we got them off, this just kind of pushes off that way. It will be a little difficult to push off because it does have an O-ring that kind of seals it there. Just kind of wiggle it off. Okay. You don't have very much line here. So now that we got this off, let's see, can I? So I guess what we'll do is we'll just kind of move this over here out of the way. Just be easy with it. Put it over out of the way for now. It should be fine. Now we can get to this top bolt right here. Take this the rest of the way loose. You'll need 11/16 again, just to hold it while you turn it. Okay, there we go. Come on. I tried a 17, I tried an 18, I tried a 19, and none of them would work. So I ended up having to use a 11/16. I couldn't get nothing else to work. The 18 was too little and the 19 was too big. Alright. So now that we got this apart, we'll set it right here. Now here's where I'll need to get another Torx bit to put in here to help screw that in. And I gotta see what size it is. I got a whole set here. I got them from Harbor Freight. You can get them from anywhere. Let's see, does that work? Yeah, there we go. First one. This one is a T40. So to take the small ones out, you'll need a T30. And to screw that in, you'll need a T40. So they say, yep, it turns easy. Turn it clockwise. Take your piston compression tool. And as you turn it, easily push that in. So kind of do both at the same time. Turn and push in. Just like everything else, you just want to go real slow. You don't want to go too fast. And it'll get to a certain point where it won't go in as far as it goes, so we'll turn a little more. Just a little bit more. you undo this, you get a different hook here. And I'm pretty sure that's the far she'll go. Yep, that's it. So let's see here. Yep. That looks pretty flush. So that right there is good. So now that we've got that done, we can replace the brakes now. The easy part. Straight screwdriver here. Get the hardware off. Hardware is rusted. Go. Next. Back side. Right. Make sure these things do not want to move. Go. Lightly tap them with a hammer to get them to move. Oh, that moves wonderful now. This moves too. Let's see here. Alright. They move pretty good. I don't think we need to lubricate them. So now, let's install the new hardware. Just like the other side, they'll only go in one way. So just like the front brakes, you have to put your own squealer on there. You can put it on top or bottom, either way, it's up to you. I've learned that either way will work. Just have to make sure when you stick it in here, you do kind of push it down. Pop right into place. Same thing with the back side. I think this back side here, we'll put this on the bottom, just because it'll be easier because I can't really see it there. So we'll stick it on the bottom, place this in the bottom. Come on now. Double check, make sure that's in there. Yep, that's in there. That's in there. That's not touching the rotor. Kind of. Alright. So the next step is you want to reinstall the caliper. This will tell me if I push that in far enough or not, and it looks like I have. Okay. The bottom one. Like before, get your 11/16 and hold the slide. There's the top tight. Now let's do, or the bottom tight. Let's get the top done. Because you can't put that electric back on there until you get this tight because it'll be in the way. You snug them up. Right now, there is kind of an O-ring here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a little bit of oil and just suck that O-ring. Be right back. Just put a little bit of oil on that O-ring. All right, now be careful with this thing because it's just plastic. What we'll do is we will make sure there's no dirt in it. So we'll bring it back down like this. We'll stick it back over this slot and just kind of work it in. Okay. Now we want to get our little bolts here. Our T30. Trying to get them started. Get that one started. And then get the back one started. Let's snug them up first like this. Okay. Alright, so what you'll do is you'll just snug them up. Don't go too tight because they ain't nothing but plastic. Alright. That side. This side. Alright, that was simpler than I thought it was going to be. So now since the driver's side, or now since the passenger side's done, we'll move over to the driver's side. Alright, so we're over here on the driver's side. The reason why I do the passenger side first most of the time is because I've got more lighting over there. Over here I'm kind of against the wall and I ain't got no lighting. So I got the flashlight the best I can. So the first thing we want to do, because I haven't done this on this side yet, we want to get the T30, and we want to break these little bolts, or we want to break these loose. Oh, I've already broken them loose. Okay. I didn't realize that I'd already done that off camera. They're not that tight, I just want to make sure I can get them broken loose. Okay. Like the other side, you want to take these two bolts out. Come on, there we go. Take the bolts out, then you want to take this out. Easy with it. Okay, get it up here, out of the way. Just like before, just kind of move it over here, out of the way. Now we can take the caliper bolts loose. Go back to the, let's see, that is a 14 millimeter. Okay. You'll need your 11/16. Okay, there's the top loose. The bottom is probably hard for y'all to see, but do it the same way. You'll have to knock it with a hammer. Get it. Yep. Knock it with a hammer to get it somewhat loose. Okay. Alright. There we go. it loose. Alright. There's the bottom, and then the top. Alright. Unscrew the bolts. Work this loose. Alright. Y'all can see, just like before, grab your T30. Nope, not T30. That's for the smaller bolts. T40. Just turn it clockwise. Get your compression tool. Turn it and squeeze. Turn it and squeeze. Turn it and squeeze. If I remember correctly, it'll when you try to push it in, if you try to push too much and you ain't turned it enough, it won't go in no further. Okay. This won't turn no more, so I may have turned it as far as I can. Yep. That's it. So this will only turn so far, which means that this will only go in so far. Yep, that's it. Alright, cool. Alright, so now that we have finished, well, it was sitting there. So now that we got that done, we can start taking the brakes and stuff off. Like I said, I do apologize about the lighting over here. I just don't have no lighting over here. But it's just like the other side. Come on. Use the hardware off. There's a lot of little hardware here, so make sure you keep it all up out of the floor so you don't run over it and put a hole in the tire. Now let's move this right here. Where's my little hammer here? Kind of just tap these in like gently. Alright. Did they move? Yep, that moves pretty smooth. This one moves pretty smooth. If they move that easy, I don't want to open them up and contaminate them. They should be fine. So now let's put the hardware back on there. Like I said, they'll only go on one way. Now grab the brakes. Just like before, you got to put the squiller on there. I'll put this one on the top. There we go. Pops right into place. Same thing with the back. Pops right into place. Alright. Grab the flashlight, just double check the squiller. Yep, that's in there. That's on there. Everything's looking good. Okay. So now we can take the caliper and stick it back on there. Look, they come from the factory with Loctite. See that red? I don't know if you see that red, but it's got red Loctite on it. Or pink or whatever. I didn't think they done it. That's why they're so hard getting out. I only thought Chevrolet done that. I guess Lexus does it too. Or I should say Toyota. You can either start with the top or bottom, either way you want to. Put your 11/16 on there. Just get them both started before you tie them down. There's the bottom. We're just snugging it up. We don't have to key-man nothing. I've done more of this Craftsman wrench out. Craftsman, I don't think do lifetime warranty anymore, so I'm trying to get the use out of it. Alright. Now let me go get some oil so I can lubricate this O-ring. Alright, got some oil on my finger. A little bit of lubrication on it and gently bring this back down here. And make sure there ain't no trash in it, and just gently stick it back in there. You have your little bolts started. Okay. Alright, that one started. Let's get the other one started. I probably finger tighten first. That way you know that everything is seated right. And then we'll just snug them up. Like I said, don't go too tight because they're just plastic. Because I hate to see how much that thing is. Alright. Well, that wasn't that tight to begin with. So there you go, electric brakes. So now the only thing left to do is put all the wheels and tires on it, and then we will recalibrate the electric brakes, which ain't nothing too bad, but we'll get to that point. So before I put the wheels and tires on there, I went ahead and put the brake cap back on the reservoir, and just like I thought, whenever I took the rag off of it, it was covered in fluid. So what happened is somebody had topped off the brake fluid before they figured out that they needed brakes. And I don't have any extraction tool to take it out. So that's why the rag's put on there, and that's kind of why you want to put rag over it and the cap off, so you ain't got all that pressure building up inside in case that happens. So now we'll put the wheels and tires on it, and then I will recalibrate the parking brake. Alright, so as you can see, the tires are mobile. They're spinning around and around. It's all-wheel drive. So now what you want to do is we're going to be recalibrating the parking brake. So So let's jump up here in the car right quick. I'm going to leave it up in the air so we can do this. Alright, so now we're in the car. So the first thing you want to do is just want to pump up the brakes. Don't turn the car on. Just get the brake pedal good and stiff. Now what you want to do is you want to hit the start button twice because we want the ignition on. Then what you want to do is you want to push the brakes. And then you want to come down here and turn on the parking brake. They're still working. Alright. It took them a few minutes for them to set, but they did. Then you want to turn them off. Okay. You want to hit them again. See, it didn't take them that long that time. Hit them again. Alright, so now we want to hit them again. So now they're set. So now let's go out here, and they should not move now. Yep. That side don't move. Walk around to the other side. That side don't move. So now what we'll do is we'll take them back off. Just hop in here, push it down. That should have disconnected them, and then will they turn? Yep, that one turns, and that one turns. So they've been recalibrated. The only thing left to do is get this thing off the lift. We'll torque the tires, and then we'll take her for that test drive. Alright, welcome back to another test drive on this 2015 Lexus that we done front and rear brakes on, and it had that electric parking brake in the back. So, like always, make sure you clean up before you get in the vehicle. We've already pumped the brakes up, so let's go ahead and start the car. We'll give it time to warm up here, and I'll figure out how to cut this radio off. Alright, don't forget to buckle up for safety. Now that we got it started, we'll just go ahead and kind of push on the brakes a little bit and make sure we got some. So what we'll do is we'll back her out of the garage now. Slightly tap on the brakes as we back up. Okay. So since we did the parking brake, we want to put this thing in neutral or leave it in drive. Put the parking brake on, see if it'll move. Nope. Alright, put it in reverse. Nope. Parking brake's good. Now we will disable the parking brake. She goes freely in reverse. She goes freely in drive. So let's take her for a test drive. So like always on the test drive, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to see if we hear any noises, any scrapes, any squeaking. We're going to see if we have any vibrations on the steering wheel or in the pedal. As we go down the road, we're going to make sure that we put the wheels on there good and they ain't going to fall off. Just normal driving. Let's get her up to speed here and see if we feel any vibrations. So far, everything's been smooth. No vibrations, no squealing, squeaking, grinding. As we pull back in onto the road that the shop's on, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. I hope that my videos are educational. I hope somebody will be able to watch them and can change their own electric brakes. It's not that difficult. You just got to be patient at it. And if you do like my videos, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell at the bottom of the page so you won't never miss an upload. So until next time, bye now.